According to the website established by the Animal Legal Defense Fund, the Animal Welfare Act, or AWA, is a federal law that addresses the standard care animals receive at research facilities. The law excluded roughly 95% of the animals that are tested upon, such as rats, mice, birds, fish, reptiles, and provides only minimal protection for the rest. Labs are not required to report non-AWA protected animals, and the Animal Welfare Act is not as effective as it should be. Resolved, the United States government should thoroughly enforce the Animal Welfare Act and change it to protect all types of animals from the care they receive at research facilities. In an article written by animal rights attorney Doris Lynn in Tree Hugger, last updated June 11, 2019, facilities that are not covered include farms, pet stores, hobby breeders, and places that commonly hold pets, as well as casting commercial animals like milk cows and puppy dogs. Without the protection guaranteed to animals in other facilities and industries, these animals sometimes suffer harsh treatment. No animal should be put through the pain and cruel treatment that they do today. Today, I will be talking about the problems that are occurring because of the AWA law not being enforced enough, the inherency of the problem, and what we can do to solve the situation. Now that I have introduced my topic, next I will further talk about the problem at hand. Due to the lack of enforcement of the AWA law by the USDA, there are many animals being mistreated. Many animals are wrongfully treated every single year due to the testing and experimenting they go through. According to an article entitled 11 Facts About Animal Testing, written by the corporation of DoSomething.org, over 100 million animals are being burned, crippled, poisoned, and abused in U.S. labs every year, and up to 90% of animals used in U.S. labs are not counted in official statistics of the animals being tested. Even the few animals that are protected by the Animal Welfare Act are being mistreated because of the regulation not being implemented. According to the ASPCA Foundation, under current regulations, USDA licensed puppy breeders can legally keep dogs in small wired floor cages stacked on top of one another for their entire lives. Female dogs can be forced to breed during every heat cycle with no opportunities for their bodies to recover. This is an example of animal abuse and shouldn't qualify as an acceptable act under the eyes of the USDA. Now that I have talked about the problem, next I will talk about the inherency of it. The biggest opposition of the AWA law not being completely implemented is its structural inherency because of the failure to solve the existing harms animals are still going through. The USDA is a federal agency that inspects the labs that experiment, breed, and sell animals, but despite its purpose, animals are still being mistreated for many reasons, and here are two. According to an article entitled Federal Laws and Agencies Involved with Animal Testing, written by the Animal Legal Defense Fund Corporation, the USDA last reported that the agency employs only 120 inspectors who are responsible for ensuring compliance for more than 12,000 facilities. These include not just laboratory animal facilities, but also those involved in exhibition breeding and dealing of animals like zoos, commercial dog breeders, circuses, and more. Even if the USDA were fully staffed and funded, penalties for non-compliance are often inconsequential in comparison in massive research revenues. Additionally, federally owned facilities like the Department of Defense are not inspected by the USDA. Like the USDA, there are other regulatory bodies that are supposed to help enforce the AWA law, such as the AALAC. The purpose of the Association for Assessment and Acceleration of Laboratory Animal Care to improve humane care, but back in 2014, they were reported for violating more of the AWA laws than the other institutions not part of the organization. Now that I have talked about the inherency of the problem, next I will talk about a possible solution. To ensure that animals are being well taken care of, many resources say that we can donate to foundations, sign petitions, and stop using animal-tested products. But the most effective way to end the suffrage of our animals is to use alternative technologies. Using alternative technologies will not only benefit animals, but there are already alternative technologies being used that are better alternatives. According to Intro International published November 12, 2018, the lethal dose 50 test is a test in which animals take in toxic substances until half of the animals in the study die and the other half are killed later on. Swedish researcher Dr. Jorn Ekwall came up with a replacement for LD50. This replacement test uses donated human tissues and helps save the lives of animals. It also is more accurate because it can measure toxicity accurately up to 85% of the time, and the LD50 is only 60 to 65%. This test can target effects on specific human organs and reveal certain features of toxicity, while animal testing cannot. Other benefits of alternative technologies is that it can help us as humans with our health as well, because the results of animal testing might not always apply. Research on mice, rats, guinea pigs, hamsters, and monkeys did not reveal a link between glass fibers and cancer, according to the New England Anti-Vivisection Society. So the Occupation Safety and Health Administration labeled glass fibers as carcinogen only after human studies established the link. Today, I discussed the problem, inferences, and possible solutions in regard to the AWA and USDA regulation. Resolve: the United States government should thoroughly enforce the Animal Welfare Act and change it to protect all types of animals from the care that they receive in research facilities. It is no secret that a main reason why animals are still being mistreated and harmed is because of the AWA law not being enforced correctly. The AWA law should make changes to itself and provide better care for the animals, because these animals cannot fight for themselves.